You're pulling on my walls down. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping close. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name. Tell me how you're feeling since you got me out in the
sight of them, so, and I was also like shook because I seen that happen. It's just like, yeah.
You see all that fire in such a heavily populated area. Like, what's going through your heart? Is your heart racing? What is going through?
Like, there's just so much things going on because like I was just there like a minute to 2 minutes ago, right before, and then I walk in the store, and then as soon as I walk in, maybe I was in there for 30-40 seconds. You look behind and you see an explosion. It's like I was late, maybe by like, I made it after like 2 minutes. If I was 2 minutes late, I was like right there.
So obviously you're grateful, you're thankful, because I've heard from other people that they could have been there, they could have just been, you know, feet, yards away, and you're feeling that same emotion?
Yeah, I was literally there. If I was 2 minutes late into that store, if I waited at a light or something, that could have been me right there. So it's very.
Did you see the plane? Did you not like falling? Did you see pieces of the plane? What did you see? You saw the man on fire, because I saw. But what did you see around him? Was it cars? Was it just him or her?
It was like, it was just a lot going on. So I don't really remember. I can just remember like the person on fire. It's just I can't get that out of my head. So yeah.
What's your name?
Hasnain.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. So you just heard a first count right there, and I've seen stuff to back up what he said as well. So yeah, there's not much more to say after you hear his first person account, guys.
Yeah, so frightening and disturbing, devastating, so many words to describe what we're hearing from people on the ground. Aaron, thank you for that.
We know there is a news conference that is going to happen shortly. You can see them setting up for that news conference. We know there is a media staging area. We've seen our reporters being shuffled to different areas because they wanted to clear a certain area not to get in the way of Roosevelt and Cottman. Again, this is a plane crash that happened in northeast Philadelphia. A Learjet 55 crashed after departing from northeast Philadelphia Airport. 5 people on board, we are being told, en route to Springfield Branson National Airport in Missouri. We know that the FAA and NTSB are investigating. The big question, how many people on the ground could have been injured, aside from the 5 people who were on that plane?
Yeah, when you think about the possibility, it's just, it's disturbing because, again, this is a densely populated urban area experiencing a small plane crash. And you just heard the man that Aaron interviewed talking about the same thought that all of people must have had. seeing this sitting in your car. Imagine sitting in your car and this is what you see in your windshield or your rear view mirror, and you feel the explosion in addition to hearing it. This is just, it's a miracle really that we're not talking about something else. And you know, at this point, based on preliminary information, we're talking about just the folks who were a part of this plane, the people who were on the plane at this point. But again, a staging area happening at Cottman and Bustleton Avenue where we expect to get the latest information on this crash. Right now we know that they are trying to evacuate as many people out of the area as they can, get a handle on the area that they are investigating so that they can collect every piece of evidence and ascertain every part of the condition that may have contributed to the crash of this plane. This happening just after 6 o'clock this evening, and ever since then we've had a large response from firefighters, PGW, PECO, the water department on the scene, as well as folks evacuating from their homes.
Just a huge fireball in the sky emerging, and we're seeing it from different angles, different rain cams, the shock right there, the fear, retreating inside, not knowing what sparked those flames and that explosion. And we know that the governor released a statement saying Commonwealth resources are being offered in addition to all of the available officers that we know from the city of Philadelphia who are responding to the scene in addition to the fire department. Just a huge response, all hands on deck response tonight following this crash that everyone we've talked to has described as devastating, frightening, scary. People feeling the ground under their feet shake, seeing several cars on fire. And of course, we received the statement from Philadelphia City Council member Mike Driscoll saying this is an active emergency response situation. He also adds, sadly, with reported mass casualties. And that was the first time we heard of that. We're hoping through this news conference we will be able to glean more information about how this happened. We know it takes days to find out what contributes to a plane crash in terms of the black boxes and the communication or lack thereof, or weather playing a role. That always takes time. Also,
calling out your name.